Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into something that could seriously reshape our future. It's a concept called Agentic Inequality.
So right now, we're all kind of getting the hang of AI, right? We ask it to write something, create an image, maybe code a little. But what if AI could do way more than just follow simple commands? What if it could actually take on big, complex goals all by itself? That's the huge leap we're talking about, from a simple tool to an autonomous agent. And believe me, it's a total game changer.
And this right here is the absolute key difference. Think about it. With an AI tool, you're the one in charge. You're in the driver's seat. You say, write this email, and it does. But an AI agent, that's totally different. It's like a delegate. You give it a high-level mission like, book me the cheapest and best trip to Italy, and it figures out all the steps to make it happen. That's a massive, massive jump in what this tech can do.
Okay, so this huge leap towards autonomous agents, it brings a really big new challenge to the table. And a recent paper from researchers at Oxford and Access Partnership gives it a name: Agentic Inequality.
So what exactly is agentic inequality? Well, here's the formal definition. But what it really boils down to is this. As these powerful agents start weaving their way into our economy and our lives, who gets to use them and how good those agents are is going to matter. A lot. We're talking about the potential for brand new divides in power and opportunity, all based on who has the best AI.
The paper actually breaks this down into three main ways this inequality could show up. You've got availability, quality, and quantity. And what's really important to get is that these three things don't just exist on their own. They can stack on top of each other, making the gaps even bigger.
So first up, we have availability. This is the most basic level, right? It's the simple divide between the haves and the have-nots. Some people will have access to an AI agent, and some people just won't. This could easily make the existing digital divide a whole lot worse.
Okay, but it's not just about if you have an agent. The quality of that agent is a huge deal. A top-tier agent isn't just a little bit smarter. It's way faster, it's more reliable, and, this is crucial, it can plug into other software and databases to get stuff done. Even its personality, what the paper calls its disposition, matters. Do you want an aggressive agent to negotiate a car deal, or a super helpful one for customer support? The differences in quality could create massive gaps in what people can achieve.
And that brings us to the third dimension, quantity. This is where things get really wild. We're talking about the power to deploy not just one agent, but hundreds, thousands, maybe even millions of them all at once. It's the difference between having one amazing assistant and commanding an entire army of them.
And this quote from the paper just nails it. A team of agents could run millions of parallel simulations for drug discovery, a task that is fundamentally infeasible for a single agent. Think about that. A big company could unleash a swarm of these agents to solve problems that are just completely out of reach for an individual or a small team. This quantity gap could create advantages that are basically impossible to overcome. All right, so let's see how this all might actually play out in the real world. When we look at the economy, these AI agents create this massive tension, almost like a fork in the road leading to two totally different futures.
So on one side, you've got the divider future. Here, the big superstar firms use their private data and massive agent swarms to just dominate everyone else, concentrating more and more power. But on the other side, you could have an equalizer future. What if cheap, accessible agents lower the barrier to entry so much that tiny startups can suddenly build complex operations and compete with the big guys? Two very different outcomes.
And this divider versus equalizer thing, it hits us right where we live, as consumers. In one scenario, we're totally outmatched by super sophisticated corporate agents that use dark patterns to outnegotiate us and get us to spend more. But in the other, we could all have our own powerful personal agents that fight for us, comparison shopping and sniffing out the best deals. The future of shopping could literally be a high-speed battle fought between our agents and theirs.
And this same fundamental choice, divider or equalizer, it doesn't just stop with the economy. It goes way deeper, right into our social and political lives, putting us at another huge crossroads.
Just think about basic public services. In a divider world, the wealthy might have premium agents that help them navigate the messy healthcare and legal systems, getting way better outcomes. A real two-tiered system. Or we could go the equalizer route. We could have public good agents that are available to everyone, helping people cut through all that red tape and get the government benefits they're actually entitled to.
And in politics, wow, the stakes are just as high.
You could have well-funded groups using swarms of agents to completely overwhelm public debate or spread propaganda on a scale we've never seen before. That's the divider path. But the flip side is that these same tools could empower grassroots movements, helping everyday citizens organize and draft policies more effectively than ever. A huge potential for empowerment.
And finally, this could literally reshape social mobility. Agents could supercharge something called the Matthew effect. You know, the old idea that the rich get richer? Imagine an agent that works 24/7, networking and finding opportunities just for the children of wealthy families. That's a huge amplified advantage. But again, there's the other path. Agents could be an equalizer, providing automated coaching and finding opportunities for people who don't have that inherited social network to lean on.
So that's the billion-dollar question, isn't it? Which future do we get? The divider or the equalizer? The good news is, it's not set in stone. The path we take is going to be decided by a whole bunch of key forces and decisions we make along the way.
And here are some of those key forces that will push us in one direction or the other. Things like the massive cost of computing power that could keep this tech in the hands of a few. Or the whole debate between proprietary, closed systems versus open source models. And of course, you've got market incentives, user skill, geopolitics, and government regulation. All of these things will play a huge role.
But at the end of the day, this isn't just a technical problem to solve. It's a question for all of us as a society. I mean, think about it. We already accept some level of inequality when it comes to hiring human experts, right? Like expensive lawyers or financial advisors. The paper really forces us to ask, should we treat AI agents the same way? Or is their power and their ability to scale so unique that we need a whole new set of rules to make sure things are fair?
And that really is the question we're left with. Are these AI agents going to build a world with more opportunity for everyone? Or are they going to create the ultimate form of inequality? This technology has the power to go either way, to be an incredible equalizing force, or to create divides deeper than anything we've ever seen. And the analysis is crystal clear on one thing. The time to think about this, to shape how these things are developed and governed, is right now, before these systems and any inequalities they create become locked in for good.